I am not a big fan of superstition, but let me start this video with an interesting anecdote. The year was 2014. Former BBC journalist and author Lance Price was visiting 7 race course, now 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, immediately after Narendra Modi had become India's Prime Minister.
Narendra Das Modi.
Price was going to write a book on him. Yes, this one. Price was in a waiting room in the PM's official residence when suddenly a tall man in white robes with a tilak on his forehead appeared out of nowhere and made a strange prediction. Modi would be a great leader, he said. But, it's what he said next. That's the punchline of this story. That astrologer apparently predicted that while Modi would be in power until 2032, with only a short break in the opposition, there would be one period when he would have to run the government in coalition with other parties. Well, if that astrologer was right, that coalition period has just begun. And the main force breathing life into Namo 3.0 is this man with his 16 MPs.
All over the world there is a leadership crisis. At least India is giving very good leadership.
This video is about how Chandrababu Naidu, who was not so long back in jail in a corruption case, emerged as the Kingmaker in a country of 1.4 billion people. I'm Manish Adhikary and you are watching First Things Fast.
Now things are different.
Chandrababu Naidu was born on April 20th, 1950 in a village near Tirupati into a middle-class agricultural family. He began his political journey as a student union leader at Tirupati's Sri Venkateshwara University while he was pursuing his master's in economics. In 1975, he joined the Youth Congress and just 3 years later, he was elected as an MLA from Chandragiri. Now, he had to drop his PhD program after becoming a minister. At 28, he became the youngest MLA and the youngest minister in Andhra Pradesh. By 1980, while still a minister, he caught the attention of Telugu cinema legend N.T. Rama Rao, who was about to venture into state politics in a really big way. That very year, Chandrababu also married NTR's second daughter, Bhuvaneshwari. Chandrababu Naidu would go on to serve as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh for 8 years, 8 months and 13 days between 1995 and 2004, and from 2014 to 2019 after the new state of Telangana was carved out, when he had become the first CM of bifurcated Andhra. But the story of his rise within the TDP itself is so incredible, and some would say full of intrigue even, that I must give you a brief refresher. Let me take you back to 1980 once again. Remember how he married NTR's daughter that year? Yes, he was still with the Congress then. Now, 3 years later, it's 1983 now, and he loses this election as a Congress candidate in which his father-in-law's newly formed Telugu Desam has swept to power. What does he do? Chandrababu arguably makes the first political switch of his life. Within months of losing, he quits Congress and goes ahead and joins his father-in-law's new party.
Telugu Desam party is not a new party. 40 years history, 42 years history party.
Now that's where it all begins. NTR, who had just formed a council to tackle farm issues, made Chandrababu the head of that council. He also had him organize training camps and computerize party membership records. Now this was just the beginning. In 1984, NTR had to go to the US for a heart surgery, and boom, he's deposed by the governor. Remember, Indira Gandhi is the PM and toppling non-Congress state governments was not exactly rare. NTR rushes back, still recovering, and finds himself blocked from taking over despite having most of the MLAs on his side. So what does he do? He goes on a yatra, rallies the MLAs, and even gets help from Karnataka's CM Ramakrishna Hegde of the Janata Party. Now that's another incredible story for another day. Fast forward a bit, and NTR makes a dramatic comeback the next year. Throughout this chaos, Chandrababu was right there in the thick of things. He was strategizing and overseeing manoeuvres to get NTR back in the CM's chair. And they pulled it off. Then comes 1994 and Chandrababu becomes the finance minister in NTR's cabinet. But by August 95, he leads an internal coup, ousting his own father-in-law from power. Why? Well, NTR's second wife, Lakshmi Parvati, was causing quite a stir in the party. Chandrababu's wife is the daughter of NTR's first wife. So when Lakshmi Parvati started throwing her weight around, Chandrababu stepped in, got the MLA's support, and took over as CM of Andhra Pradesh. NTR passed away in January 96, and that's why many of Chandrababu's detractors still call him a backstabber. Despite all this drama, Chandrababu and TDP were on the rise. In 1997, he even turned down an offer to become India's Prime Minister, saying he wanted to focus on developing Andhra Pradesh.
My leader's contribution, my contribution, or Telugu Desam party contribution for the nation building.
As Chief Minister, Chandrababu brought in big changes. He introduced e-governance, e-Seva for government services and the Citizens' Charter. He had this ambitious Vision 2020 plan to develop the state. Hyderabad, already famous for pearls and biryani, became an IT hub under his watch. Big names like Microsoft, Wipro and Google set up shop here. People called him the CEO of the state because he was such a workaholic and taskmaster. He got international recognition and was a regular at the World Economic Forum. But years of drought hit rural areas hard, causing many farmers to suffer and even commit suicide. This led to his downfall and TDP was voted out in 2004. He faced political challenges too. K. Chandrasekhar Rao left TDP to start the Telangana Rashtra Samiti, demanding a separate state.
तेलंगाना पर हैदराबाद में सियासी उथल-पुथल मच गई है.
In 2009, Chandrababu almost beat the Congress, but Chiranjeevi's new Praja Rajyam party split the votes, keeping Y.S. Rajashekar Reddy in power. So Chandrababu stayed in the opposition for another term. By 2014, many thought TDP had no choice against the rising YSR Congress led by Jagan Mohan Reddy. But the Congress-led government at the centre split the state, forming Telangana. This unexpected twist turned out to be a blessing for Chandrababu. People saw him as the experienced leader who could transform the new Andhra Pradesh. So in the 2014 elections, he teamed up with Narendra Modi's BJP and Pawan Kalyan's Janasena and came back to power, also winning 16 Lok Sabha seats. From 2014 to 2019, without a capital and an economic hub, Chandrababu began building a new capital city. It's called Amravati. His supporters will remind you that under him, Andhra Pradesh topped the World Bank's ease of business rankings and attracted major companies like Kia Motors, Isuzu, Pepsi, Mondelez and Foxconn. But there were corruption allegations too. In Telangana, TDP leaders were caught on video offering bribes during the 2015 Telangana Legislative Council elections, leading to the infamous cash for vote scandal. Although Chandrababu's name surfaced, there wasn't enough evidence to charge him. In 2018, TDP pulled out of Modi's NDA over the special category status issue for Andhra Pradesh, claiming injustice to his state. Chandrababu even staged a hunger strike in Delhi. Then, in a surprising move, he allied with the Congress for the Telangana Assembly elections, marking a significant shift from NTR's anti-Congress stance. However, the alliance failed to dislodge TRS from Telangana, impacting Chandrababu's credibility. In the 2019 elections, TDP was defeated by the YSR Congress, which won in a landslide. TDP could win only 23 assembly seats and just 3 Lok Sabha seats. In September 2023, CM Jagan Reddy had Chandrababu arrested for allegedly misappropriating public funds worth 371 crore. He spent 52 days in jail but was eventually cleared of all allegations. Now, this ordeal garnered Chandrababu a lot of voter sympathy. Meanwhile, CM Jagan Reddy was seen as increasingly arrogant and overly reliant on social welfare schemes, and critics also added that he was derailing the state's economy. Chandrababu was ready to ride the anti-establishment wave yet again. This time, not with the Congress, but with the BJP and his old partner, Pawan Kalyan's Janasena party. He had timed this just right. He was back in power in the state with a resounding victory in 2024. But many Indians were also keeping a close watch on his next play in New Delhi, where he was now tasked with the job of helping Modi's BJP form a government for the third straight time, but this time with the help of coalition partners like him. This Indian Express report listed the past occasions Chandrababu Naidu had played Kingmaker. In 1996, the report said Naidu, as the convener of the United Front, helped H.D. Devegowda become Prime Minister with Congress's help. Then he was also credited with helping I.K. Gujral become PM not long after. In 1999, with 29 MPs, he was Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's biggest ally, although he had not joined the government. In 2024, he had emerged once again as the largest NDA partner of the BJP, and many were calling him Kingmaker once again.
This is the big news that we are tracking amid all the speculations over Naidu's next move, because he's really perceived as the Kingmaker here. He's got a significant amount of vote share and seats. As he's now an ally of the BJP, it appears that the TDP chief, Chandrababu Naidu, has strategically stayed away from all media appearances. He's at this point cancelled a press briefing that was scheduled, and this has happened last minute in Vijayawada.
This might signal a comeback for his party, which has faced some tough times recently. With renewed alliances, he's got a chance to bounce back and make a big impact. People are watching to see if he can lead his party out of the setbacks and into a brighter future. If you found this video informative, please like, comment and subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching First Things Fast.